What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Got room at the 35. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Wide out in motion. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Finds his man. It's Tate. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Montgomery. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The first down for the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Pittman. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harvey. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic with his feet.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there.
Fires toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, UCF 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Judkins. The Buckeyes have enough for the 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting. Fielded in the end zone, it's Montgomery. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really...
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll immediately call timeout. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The option look. Now the toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Tate. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. To the air, it's Howard. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it! And he was so close to scoring with that one, but he's shoved out of bounds at the 2. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. Hits the spin cycle. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Brown will throw it. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 24, UCF 0.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Take over. First and 10.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be...
Sends it downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Knights. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll line up to go for 2. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead.
Makes the grab on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the...
And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this safety is him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCF 8.
Coming out with it, it's Montgomery. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Brown wants to pass. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out. They show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots, and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Get it out on the screen. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do.
And the ball's on the ground. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 39, UCF 8.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's back to throw on second down. Unloads it downfield. And that pass is caught at the 25. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Montgomery. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Knights are in the hurry-up. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, and they convert. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Harvey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now, this guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle. Opportunity. Brown will throw it. Trying to get to it. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Using his legs to buy some time. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
It's caught downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Timeout, Ohio State.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Getting some heat. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. One more play to pad the stats. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with the coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got